Hi, welcome to Wrinkles Society of Hope. Thank you for those who continue to support us by following and listening in on the amazing stories that those women have shared about the wrinkles that they pressed through in life in order to become the success that they are today. And this is your first time, welcome to Wrinkles Society of Hope. And guess what? I would love to have an interview with you. So come on and share your story of motivation and encouragement for others. And guess what? Don't forget, hit subscribe and share our YouTube channel. And don't forget, hit that notification bell so that you can be notified of when a new amazing woman comes share her story. And guess, we are also on Apple Podcasts and Spotify, so you can listen in if you don't have the opportunity to watch. Thank you so much for coming today and listen for this amazing story. See you soon. Hello, Wrinkles family. Listen, we are starting off this new month with this fresh, new, beautiful face that came to the Wrinkles family today. I was super excited to have her come because especially the things that she is doing for her community. But I'm going to let her introduce herself to you all today.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Summer, for having me today. I'm super excited to be on here. So my name is Brianna Membres, and I'm the founder of SheEdits, Graduate Debt Free with SheEdits LLC. I provide scholarship assistance to high school and college students and their families. I was able to graduate debt free from college. I received over $50,000 in grants and scholarships. And so I started SheEdits to help other people also have success and come out of school with $0 in student loans. So far, we've been able to help students, not just where I'm from in Indy, but we've helped students all over the country win nearly $500,000 in scholarships and grants and award money. Glory be to God. So again, thank you for having me, and I'm super excited to be here.
Oh, thank you so much for coming with your young self doing amazing things. I'm so excited. This is amazing. I love the name SheEdits. I love it. So
thank you.
And this is a great opportunity for so many people to get that help. Like I said earlier when we were speaking, if I only had this information as I was making my journey through many college days. Oh my goodness. But we're definitely going to share your information, but we're going to jump right in. And I see that you're very young and you don't have not a speck of even trying to form on your beautiful face. But how do you think you will feel whenever or if ever you get a physical wrinkle?
Yeah, that's a great question. And so it's one I haven't thought about before you brought it up. But one thing I associate, wrinkles with is getting older. But that's actually a great thing. There's a scripture, and I don't remember exactly how it goes, but it talks about basically the gray hairs and the hoary head, but how that equates with wisdom and experience and knowledge. And so, I hope to get wrinkles one day. I hope to get gray hair because it means I'm living and it means I'm growing. And I then can take everything that I've learned and pass it on to somebody else. So I don't think I'll be too shocked or too disappointed.
So you wouldn't be worried at all, it sounds like, when you get a wrinkle. So you said it means wisdom, and that is great. That is right, that it does mean wisdom. And I'm glad that you're bringing that forward because so who are the people that you've seen that, were your wisdom seekers when you were going through and developing yourself?
Absolutely. That's a great question. The very first people that come to my mind are my mom and my grandmother. So specifically my grandmother, she was just amazing. She passed in 2016 from cancer, but everything that I learned from her, everything that she was to me, just really has shaped me into who I am today. She was always just so sweet and gentle and ladylike, and she's absolutely who I aspire to be like every day. And then my mom as well. So my mom is still here, healthy and living. And she, so I'm 27, so she's in her 50s, but just another great woman who I aspire to be like. She's always there for me. She always just builds me up and has so much wisdom and nuggets and treasures that she's always imparting in me. So for sure, those are the two people who come to my mind.
Awesome, awesome. And as you go through your life, we all press through some just things, wrinkles, things that we go through. Can you share a time that you had to press through a wrinkle?
Yeah, absolutely. So, one thing that comes to my mind is going to college. So, I really knew that college was the path that I wanted to take. My parents didn't push it on me. They were of the mindset that whatever you want to do is fine. So, if you want to go the vocational route, if you want to go to the college route, as long as you're doing something productive in society, they were definitely behind me and my younger sister. But I knew I wanted to go to college. I love teaching. I'm passionate about education. I'm passionate about working with children. And so I needed a teaching degree for that. But neither one of my parents had graduated from college, and the whole scholarship process was new to us. I didn't have a college savings account that I was going to pay for college with. I didn't have any amazing athletic ability that I knew was going to get me an athletic scholarship. And so we really just had to buckle down and figure out how we were going to get this paid for. I knew student loans were not an option. My one thing that my parents taught me really early on was just about that financial responsibility and not spending what I didn't have. And so I didn't even really consider loans too much. But again, I didn't have any money to pay for school. And so we were like, okay, well, the only other obvious choice is scholarships. So we really had to work and persevere and push through and figure out how exactly to get my hands on that money. And I applied for scholarships with no success the whole my junior year of high school. I applied, I didn't get a single scholarship. Then senior year came around and I applied and I didn't get my first scholarship until just a few months before my high school graduation day. So it was cutting it kind of close.
Yeah.
And then once I got into college, I kept on applying for scholarships. I began getting more comfortable with the process until I was able to accumulate enough to graduate debt free. So I would definitely say, out of all of the wrinkles and things I've gone through, this one is very memorable to me and it's dear to my heart because I was able to go get my teaching degree, teach in the classroom, which was just such a huge passion of mine. And now I get to use all of that experience and that overcoming that I experienced and get to help other people also pursue their college dreams.
Wow, wow. That is amazing wrinkle for the fact that, it wasn't easy. It was not easy. I think some
Mhm.
people, probably are thinking, oh, well, she probably got it right away. But for you to say you didn't get it your first time,
No,
or second or third, or how many
not
times
at
you
all.
applied,
Right.
you know, staying in it and persevering through it, that is pushing through a wrinkle for sure. Amazing job. Amazing job.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Yeah, amazing job to your parents to even instill that in you. That first of all, that yes, let's talk about it.
Hmm.
I mean, a lot of us are out here. I'm one. I have 4 degrees, and yeah, I'm sitting on mountains of debt. And, but the fact that you stayed in it while you were in college, because I think that's a big point that you made. A lot of people feel, okay, I'm freshman year, and I'm not even going to apply for scholarships after that. They feel like there's nothing else out there after you apply, you know?
Absolutely. Yeah, I see that all the time. That people feel like once they graduated from high school, then that's it. Like the only other option they have is student loans. And I always tell people I got the majority of my scholarship funds when I was already in college. I got more money in college scholarships than I did in high school with high school scholarships. And so just really even opening up people's eyes to know that's a possibility is huge because so many people don't even know that there is money for current college students.
Wow. So what is one nugget that you would give to somebody today, a parent or a child that is in high school or college? What would you tell them?
I would say that everybody is capable of winning scholarships. So many people get discouraged because they feel like their test scores aren't high enough, or their GPA is not high enough, or they stink at essay writing, or they feel like they make too much money for their child to qualify for any federal money, and so they feel like the only option they have is to pay out of pocket. Or people feel like, I'm just a non-traditional student and there's no money for me. My biggest thing that I try to really impart into everybody I talk to is that scholarships are for everybody. There are scholarships for grandparents. There are scholarships for students pursuing degrees, or pursuing certifications instead of degrees. There are scholarships for students going part-time. There are scholarships for every kind of student, every kind of age, every stage, and every situation. So I want people to know that if they just are willing to put in the work, they will find funding that matches them and their specific circumstance.
I love it. I love it. Putting in the work. That's the
Absolutely.
big ticket for sure. I think that's something that some of us forget. You just got to put in the work, and it's not going to just hand it to you. You know, it's not.
Absolutely. It's not. And I think that's another key that I try to impart, that consistency is so key when it comes to the scholarship process. And rejection is just part of the game. I got more no's than I got yeses. I did not get most of the funding that I applied for, but I kept on persevering and I was very consistent. And I had that bulldog mentality where I wasn't going to give up, even though, again, it took me about a year and a half or so before I even got one yes. And a lot of people, I've seen it, they'll start the process and they'll be super excited, super motivated, and then they get that rejection, or they don't hear anything back about any scholarships, and then they just stop and they take out student loans, because student loans are the easy way out, right? I mean, they're very easy to apply for. It doesn't take very long to get approved for a student loan. And so students sometimes go that route because they are discouraged. But yeah, hard work is consistency is going to be really key in the scholarship process.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, I love it. I love that you're doing that. I love that you have that story, because it's going to help so many people to really stick in there. Really.
Yes. Thank you.
Yeah. And the woman that you are, young and 27.
Yes.
And let's say you got a shirt made. You have pressed through so many things, and you're on your way to accomplishing everything. What would that shirt say?
Oh man. So I'm a woman of faith. And so God is in everything that I do. He's in my business and my family and my children. I would definitely say, oh man, that's such a good question. So I do have a shirt upstairs right now, and I didn't make it, but it says faith plus action equals success. And I really like that, because one key scripture that I often say with the scholarship process is faith without works is dead. And so I know faith is so key to being successful in life, but it's also up to us to do something. So, I have great confidence and faith in God, and I have faith in myself, and I have faith that the things that I'm going to do are going to work. But the key word in there is work. I have to put in the work. I have to put in the time and put in the resources. Sometimes I have to invest into myself financially, by taking courses and doing things to grow myself. And so definitely, I would say probably that faith without works is dead. It's very key to a successful life. You have to have both.
You do. You do. Well, tell us how you are putting in work and helping people not pile on the debt.
Yes, absolutely. I'd be happy to. So we have our business, SheEdits. So it's called SheEdits because initially I was just going to help people edit their scholarship essays. The essay is such a crucial piece of scholarship applications. And if you don't get the essay right, then you can probably forget about winning a scholarship. So I was just originally going to help people with scholarship essays, but it's turned into a full service scholarship firm. And so we help people find the scholarships that are right for them. We help students create the essays. We help students turn in the applications. We help students navigate everything they need to be successful in the scholarship journey. So everything from A to Z. If you are a beginner and you don't even know what a scholarship is, we'll break that down for you and get you all the way to getting money in your pocket. So it's not just myself anymore. We have a full team of editors and staff. I have another coach whose name is Jessica. She got 2 degrees debt free. And so she does an excellent job working with students. And so we all work together to get those students those results.
Love it. I love it. How can someone get in touch with your company to get the assistance that they need?
Yes. So they can go to SheEditsLLC.com. That's SheEdits LLC.com. On there, we have a couple of options from the homepage. So we host a monthly live scholarship workshop every month. And so it's only for the first 100 people who sign up every month. But during that worksheet, you'll get a great foundation for the scholarship process. We cover how to find specific scholarships. We talk about essay writing, and I also give other strategies to win or save money for college. So we do hold those every month. And I would say as soon as you see the registration open up for that month, definitely sign up and lock your spot in. And then if you go to our website as well, you can join our program right from our homepage. So if you want to just skip the workshop and say, I'm ready to work with you, I'm ready to get that one-on-one assistance, that one-on-one coaching, that one-on-one help, then you can join our program, which is called Scholarship Success Simplified. And that is our all-inclusive program where we'll send out a scholarship to you every single weekday. We do small group coaching. I have a scholarship course that you'll go through. I have an essay course, and it's the whole 9 yards for how to graduate debt free and get that assistance from us.
That is an awesome program. I'm just saying.
Thank you. Thank you so much. God is good.
It's so good. You are blessing people. So it is God's work. That is amazing. I'm going to ask, when should a parent start applying for scholarship for their high school students?
Yeah, that's a great question. And I get that one all the time. So ideally, sophomore year is a great time to start the scholarship process. You won't see too many scholarships actually open during sophomore year, but that's a great time to start crafting your essays. Sophomore year is a great time to start compiling a list of scholarships. So then that way, once junior year and senior year roll around, you'll be ready and you can just start going and getting those applications in right away. So sophomore year is ideal. Junior year, you should be doing the same thing, really revving up and perfecting your essays and really finding even more scholarships to apply for. And then senior year is, off to the races. So during senior year and the summer before senior year, parents should be, or not parents, but students should be applying for scholarships, applying to colleges, and putting in at least one application a week at the bare minimum. And then even if parents, it's too late, like let's say it's the end of somebody's senior year or the student is already in college, still just diving right in exactly where you're at and starting that process. But ideally, sophomore year in high school is a great time to start.
Awesome. Well, we thank you so much. As you see, links are coming across. You can go ahead and go to her website. And what workshop you said every month? I mean, come on.
Yes.
But also, this is a tool that is necessary for your college student, your high school student, to get connected so they can get scholarships. There's so many scholarships. I know people hear this all the time. I know I used to hear it and still didn't register that I could have did it while I was in college because I was already in. That there's so many scholarships that's left every year, So let's take advantage of this and get our children that they'll be debt free. I just love that you say you finished college debt free.
Yes, absolutely.
That's amazing. That's amazing. And that you have a team that knows what they're doing. We are definitely going to promote you. And I definitely probably want you to come back on the live feed.
Yes.
So you can, talk to people live and see what questions they might have.
I would love that. I would absolutely love to come back. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you. Well, I'm so excited you came. Keep doing what you're doing. You're amazing. Thank you so much for coming to Wrinkles today.
Awesome. Thank you so much again for having me. This has been a pleasure.
Awesome. Bye, Wrinkles.